wanted to talk about an experience that I had with my dad on Sunday when I attended church for his 84th birthday. It was kind of scary when I went to church, and as I looked around in the congregation, which was quite sparse to begin with, I think my dad, as part of the congregation, was one of the younger people in the congregation. And I was really struck by how much fear for a split second had entered my body as I thought about the people in that room as we sat with masks and for the sermon. And the minister talked a little bit about how we've had to put our feelings on hold in order to deal with the level of loss that we've had. And I thought that what a really an apparent thought that had not entered my mind previously. So we've put a lot of things on hold in our grieving process and all the loss that we've experienced so that we can continue to cope. And it really becomes important to really stop and reflect about what losses we've actually been through. We've been through, I would say, a global loss of feeling we have a bit of control with the pandemic. We've gone through losses of family members and friends, and also that feeling of security that we would have day to day in being able to go out into communities and do the things that we do naturally, the social events. And then just the ultimate loss has been just around the level of connection. So what becomes important, and as I reflected on my time with my dad in church, is that we really have to be focused on what are we grateful for. In my 1 minute of, or second, should I say, of fear, I had to take a deep breath where I recognized that, my adrenaline and cortisol was pumping through my body, and I really had to think about what I was grateful for. As I peered across from my dad and enjoyed my time with him at the service, I really was grateful that I could sit in a space of being thankful for being in that community with my dad, that I could actually be out and about again, that I could be attending a service, but I also could listen and reflect on what I was grateful for. And that I was grateful to be able to hear, to acknowledge the sermon, and also enjoy the time with my dad. So through this uncertainty and time, gratitude lights up different parts of our brains. And when we light up, the parts of our brains where gratitude lays, what we're doing is we're actually synchronizing our hearts in a different way. And when our hearts are aligned, we're more in a rhythmic place with ourselves. And that alignment allows us to cope more effectively. So what I'd like you to do is to think when you get that breath of, oh, I'm about to freak out, to really think, how is it that I can shift my state by thinking about something that I'm grateful for? So right now, stop and think of one of the most impressive times of your life that you've been grateful, and then reflect on that for a second. What that does is it calibrates your thoughts, your feelings, and your heart, which puts you into a better way of coping. I hope you found this helpful. Please give me your feedback and what you think about the videos and any topics that you like, and go out and practice this technique of thinking of a moment of gratefulness. This is Roxanne Durhodge of the Authentic Connection Movement. Take care and have a great day.